Ah, welcome. Sit down, sit down. So you want to know where to set up trade? Well, you came to the right place. Let's start right off in the place you ain't going. To the north, you got the frozen tundra known as the Jotunheim. It's a harsh and cruel place. Only the hardiest of folk live there. To the south of the Jotunheim you have the Conclave, the land of them pointy-eared elves. In the southeast you have Draconia, the land of the high elves. They are a noble people, and they won't soon let you forget it. To the west of them you have Ruskia, land of the dark elves. They are a sly and dark people. Aye, beware them, lot. They just as soon got you and take your stuff than trade with you. To the south of Draconia you have a third group of the Conclave, the wood elves of Sherwood Forest. They are shy people, but those that step in their forest beware. Their secrets are guarded by barbed arrows. To the west of the Conclave you run into the Dugon mountain range. It is here where the dwarves live, a proud and stubborn race. They welcome your humankind, would like you to keep your business to trade. Thank you kindly. Further west you reach the most northern country of humans, Irkutsk. Did I say humans? Ah, that is an overstatement. All races live there in relative peace, ruled by two Ulfgars, one dwarf, one human. They are a young country full of excitement. Excitement not your thing? Well, too bad. It only gets more interesting the farther south you go. To the south of these lands is the human country of Europok. It is split into 5 different parts: Brighton, Germania, Arcania, Gullir, and the smallest province, Zulon. To the far west is Brighton, just south of Irkutsk. It's a rough neck of the woods, if you ask me. I'm the frontiersman. They'll welcome your trade, but keep a knife close. To the east of Brighton we have Germania, surrounded by large and dark forests. To pass the forests is a hardship. The Germanians are barbaric. But if you make it to town, you'll be met by the kindest of people, and the beer is second only to dwarvish stouts. If you make it out of Germania and head east, you run into the rolling plains of Arcania. This is where Europok has its capital, Constantinople. This is a place of reason and justice. As far as humans go, in Arcania you'll find philosophers, scientists, mathematicians, and more wizards than you can shake a stick at. The son of Antioch holds power over Europok, and in their human hands, this is where humans dictate their rules. To the far west you'll find nuzzled up next to Sherwood the lands of Gullir, the oldest of human places. That is full of wisdom and grace, yet don't you forget, never get on their bad side. While they prefer wisdom, war is not a foreign concept to them. All war is instrumented by their sages. And if you make it there, then head back south, to the southern tip of Arcania, slightly to the west, where you'll find the smallest part of Europok, Zulan. Mark my words, you will never find a better friend, nor a worse enemy than a Zoolander. It is whispered they come from giant stock, but I disagree. They are far too agreeable for that. Far darker in skin colour than their northern brethren, they take to the jungles like fish to the sea. Their natural colour gives them an advantage in the darkness of the jungles. If you make it past their sentries to a town or a city, you will always be greeted as a friend. Much better to meet you, a simple merchant, than the Mahi. The Mahi. They take up the southern empire of Asharacka. They are a dark race of lizard people, formed into 3 terrible races. The Falk resemble the dinosaur Velociraptor. When you meet the Mahi, these people will be the first you meet. They are the merchants of the Cabal, the land of the Mahi. Be warned, they are a sly people, ready to take you for all that you are worth. Keep a firm grip on your coin purse when you deal with the Falk. The second race, the Mahi, I personally think are the best, but remember, they're as cold-blooded as the rest of them. The Nashorn. They are descendants of the mighty Triceratops, massive bipedal lizards with 3 horns atop their head, as well as a mighty crest that curves off the back of their head. They are mighty warriors. Slow to anger, you can have a pleasant conversation with them. When they get mad, Oh, for the love of the Holy Titan, don't you be around for that. The last of the group is known as the Kikani, descendants of the mighty Allosaurus. They are normally the leaders of the Cabal. They are wise, but ruthless. If you finish a conversation with them and walk out alive, count your lucky stars. To the east of the Cabal is the large island, known simply as Rome. Rome is a separate conglomeration of humans, split in two. One side calls themselves Latins, the east side known as Greeks. The joke of the world is that Zoolanders would have conquered the world, so the Holy Titan gave the world whiskey. I don't know if that's true. From what I gather, Zoolanders enjoy whiskey as much as the rest of us, yet I know this to be true. If the Roman island stopped its own internal squabbles, they would conquer the world. You want proof? Well, look to the north, to the small islands of Carthage, ruled by the mighty Minotaurs. Minotaurs are huge bullmen that only want blood and destruction. Yeah, Rome has kept them under heel for thousands of years. Mark my words, if Rome ever decides to go to war as a single island with the help of their client kingdom of Carthage, well, we might be done for. If you make it that far, you've travelled as far as I have. Congratulations. What's that? I'm missing a piece. The Tanami? Aye. I forgot about the Tanami. It is centered smack dab in the middle of Asharacka. But you don't want to go there. There is no trade to be had there. That's a place full of orcs. Aye, orcs, that vile group. No trade to be had there. All they wish to do is slaughter and enslave those that they have captured. No good will come from trading with orcs. What's that? Do you know anything about orc culture? No. The only thing we know about their culture is the simple fact they want to kill all of us. And there's a lot of them. They're mean-tempered, the size of a large man, but heavier in bulk, giving them the strength of a small giant. Hell, they are the only thing that could live there in that god-forsaken place. What's that you say? The orcs have a con? And they're on the march? Give me my axe. Outsourced from the Tales of Asharacka by Breckthar Kegsworth. 495 BB.